Hey there. Hey there, it's me again. Sorry about last time I deleted the live stream video because I had a lot of issues. So today we'll try again with the Q&A and makeup tips. Okay? So ask any question as I hear everything. So ask any questions. So ask any question. Hang on. Sorry. So ask any question, and I ask any question you want me to do. So ask any questions right now and tell me, and I'll show you makeup tips and tricks on how to do it and how I do it. Ask me any tips I can show. Ask me any questions related to makeup or any questions. Okay? I'm just getting everything ready. Just ask me any question you want me to do, and I can tell you. Okay? Okay, just ask me any question and ask me any makeup tips you want to do. Like if you want to do like eyebrows, I could teach you how, or teach you mascara, or how to do lips. Because I kind of bought a few makeup items, like this one by Milani, and the BTW. Oh, sorry, like so that's like for instance, I bought Milani's Stay Put matte lipstick because I like matte lipstick better than shiny kind because I'm much more of a eyes focused type of girl. So, ask me any questions like how to do contour, eyeshadow, any kind. Yeah, I got stuff to do. I got stuff for makeup. Any kind you want to do. I can do contour, tips, tips on contour, mascara, any kind. And I can teach you how. And I can teach you how. Okay, just hi, Digo31. Is that your name correctly? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. So just ask me any question about the makeup and stuff, and so ask me any question about like makeup tips because I kind of bought this primer. If if you don't know what it is, it's called Maybelline Gritty Serum 24-hour primer makeup grip primer. I never seen the reviews of it. I just wanted to cheer you up. Oh, thank you. Thank you for cheering me up. Thank you for cheering me up. It's my second time of. It's actually my second time of live streaming this because I never done live stream before since I started this channel. Yeah, I was pretty new to it. Hang on. You're, you're you. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Maxwell. So, what kind of makeup tips you want me to do? I got a ton of makeup right now. Literally. Literally. So, I got I got some contour. This gorgeous blush I got from Physical Formula. I got to go. Okay, bye, Digo31. So, I got some eyeshadow. I got some blush right here. This is actually a pretty blush. Hello. Oh, hi, Mika Reynolds. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna call you Reynolds because I can't pronounce their whole entire account name. You can tell me, and I can give you makeup tips like what kind of blush I use, what kind of stuff. Plus, if you're looking, okay, if you're looking for, okay, for a type of blush I use. Hi, Rugby. Hi, Rugby rocks. So, if you want to know what type of blushes I use, for starters, for the first time I did makeup, I never tried liquid blushes because I was afraid it was going to get super pigmented, and because it was so vibrant, I was scared because it make my face look like a tomato. Well, I tried blush for the first time, like this one is from Profusion. It's Profusion liquid blush, and I got the color. If you can see it, it's you hardly can't see it, but it's actually rose. It's actually rose color because I like nude blushes. I like a little light pink nude blushes. Like I use this sometimes. It's Physical Formula. Physical Formula blush. And the color is Butter Believe It blush. Yeah, it's a really light color blush, but I really like light blushes because I can hardly have a hard time with dark color blushes because I like to make my blush look a little bit natural. Like right here for the blush. Okay. And for the contour, I use this kind of contour, but sometimes I use different shades of contour because for me, I don't like a harsh contour line, like right here on my cheekbones, right here, right here. I use it right here to make my face look sculpted a bit because if you can judge how I look, my face is a little bit plump. And sorry for the redness. Sorry for the redness. Okay, for eyebrows. Let's see. For the eyebrows, I use Maybelline Super Lock brow glue. Like this one right here. So I just use Maybelline. Use this brand called Maybelline Super Lock brow glue, and I just make sure the brows are stick. And after that, I use concealer. For that, I use concealer. I use Maybelline concealer. Well, this is not the right shade. It's supposed to be beige, but it's actually a little bit too light for my skin tone. But I mix up with some shades like pecan color from Maybelline. But yeah, I prefer Maybelline. Hang on. My cat trying to get on my makeup stuff. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My cat was trying to sit on my makeup. Okay. Okay, for the grippy primer, I bought this yesterday because I really want to try it because I never seen makeup reviews. I never seen. If your first one is a great one, you're beautiful, no matter what. Aw, thank you. Oh, thank you, Kriska. Kriska, that's it. Is that your name? So this is a makeup primer grip I never tried before. I haven't seen makeup artists or makeup reviewers I watch try this before because it looks really cool because I like makeup grip primer that blurs your skin and stuff. Like say Elf Cosmetics has. And for lip for lip plumper, I use CoverGirl lip plumper. Like this one, it's Clean Fresh Yoni Plumper lip gloss. So, and also I use this one. It's from Bath and Body Works. It's from Bath and Body Works. This lip plumper I got. This lip plumper I got is from CoverGirl. I really love CoverGirl. It is a really I'm a CoverGirl fan. I love CoverGirl. I like CoverGirl because it's cheap, it's affordable makeup. It's a very cheap makeup, it's affordable, and I highly recommend LA Foundation. I highly recommend LA Foundation. And I also recommend to try the Bath and Body Works lip plumper. It is the best lip plumper I have ever had. Sure, it sings a little bit, but it makes your lips more plump. And it comes in different shades, I think. For me, I picked this one, Magenta, because it was really pretty. And also I use Bath and Body Works because sometimes I use Bath and Body Works sprays because I really like Bath and Body Works sprays because let's be honest here, I adore the Bath and Body Works sprays because I adore Bath and Body Works sprays because my favorite one has got to be the Japanese Cherry Blossom spray. It is always will be my favorite spray because the packaging is gorgeous. Hang on, I think I have it somewhere. Here it is. Ta-da! It's a little bit empty because I use it so much, but I love it. It is my favorite go-to Bath and Body Works spray. In fact, I like any kind of Bath and Body Works sprays, even the season holiday ones are my favorite. Definitely the Snickerdoodle one I like. Okay, what else was gonna do? Okay, for when I do my nude lip, I use different kind of shade of lip crayons or lip liners. You can pick any kind of lip liners you want. It could be Maybelline, CoverGirl, etc., etc. But if you want to use like lip liners like these, like darker shades to make your lips pop, you can, and add a little bit like nude lip, like this one right here, 32 by Revlon. Is that Revlon London? Rebel London. And also I bought this L'Oreal's tinted skin tint, like foundation / concealer. I tried it for the first time. It was pretty good. It made night eyes. You see, I have a little bit baggy eyes sometimes because I have trouble sleeping. TLDR, I know. TMI. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do my contour, like I always do. For start, I'm gonna show you how to do my contour. I've been trying to do my contour to look like a button nose, but I'm trying like this. Okay, what you need is your contour palette, any kind you pick. I use ELF because it has a very unique shade range. Okay, I use the I use this shade. Hang on. I use if you don't know what I'm showing you the light shade right here next to the dark one. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this, tap it, and just do it. I just do this way. Okay, okay, look at, okay, if you see him right now, I am straight up making my nose a little bit. I put my nose like a little V shape right here. Give it like length. If you don't like length, you can use a fork for like a little hack I saw. Okay, see what I'm doing? You really? Are you? Dan? Really, Dan? You're so judgmental. I don't know why you. How the. Okay. Okay, see what I'm doing right here? I am. See what I'm doing right now? I am. Well, it's a little bit weird that I don't have my mirror right now, so I'm just showing you how. Okay, just blending it out like that, and repeat the process right here. Yeah, I know it's a little bit wild right here, but okay, see what I'm doing? It's a little bit weird, but trust the process, and I use a light shade of contour and blending it out like this, or I could use like setting powder. Okay, see what I'm doing? I know it's a little bit weird. And I use a little bit lighter shade right here on the nose to cover up the highlighter. So that's how you do it. So that's how you do contour on the nose. If I feel like I don't want to go out with all makeup, I just do this like a Marilyn Monroe look. Hang on. So, let's see, what do you say? Last slide you said you probably think of the chainsaw as a tool for cutting wood. And I reacted with a think Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You remember that. Iron Ender Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, I'm a horror fan. I'm a horror movie fan. I love horror movies, to be honest. And I remember Texas Chainsaw Massacre was actually based off a real life serial killer named Ed Gein. Okay, for if you want to do like something simple and classic, just grab some contour, like any light shade or dark shade, and just do like this, giving you like that Marilyn Monroe look. And grab a little bit of dark, like put it right here, right here. Only one person, though not a serial killer. Well, he did kill a bartender woman. I remember Ed Gein. He killed like a woman at a, I think Ed Gein killed like one person, and he did committed like a lot of crimes. Like I'm not even joking. He like committed grave robbing. Like he did committed like grave robbing. Ed Gein did, and I think it was pretty messed up. Of what, but even though, but he was mentally unstable because his mother was a like a strict religious type. Like close to the farm. Really? You were close to the farm? Boy, imagine that. Seeing Ed Gein in a full bodysuit late at night, seeing him dancing in it was pretty creepy. His family owned a cemetery. Really? I didn't know Ed Gein's family owned a cemetery. Because I remember Ed Gein, history about him. So that's how you oh, this is what do you look? That's where he dug up the bodies. I remember he dug up the bodies to make the furniture. Especially he made a full bodysuit of women's body parts. That was reason. I don't know that was just I mean because I remember Ed Gein being well some people say because Ed Gein's I don't recall his body parts being he made furniture out of skin and stuff. And that was like the inspiration for like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And so that's just so this is how you do your makeup. Hang on. And for contouring, oh yeah, for contouring to make furniture, yes. I remember Ed Gein. Hmm. I I remember that during a fire at the farm he was at, his brother was found deceased, I think. And I believe he's the one who killed his brother and during that fire that started. And okay, for contouring, just grab a fluffy brush like this, an angle one, and just gently. I prefer doing like this, like going it all the way to your, go like this, and start blending it out like this. And for highlighter, I use this kind of brush right here as a highlighter brush, and I just get myself like cute cheekbones for blushes. And for a blush, hang on. It's gonna be in here. For blushes, I use a blush powder like this, and just straight up go up all the way to the temple of my head to the cheekbone right here, and just blending it out. And after that, I use a very fluffy blending brush like this, and just like this. And for the contour, I use like bronze or contour, and I just make my head a little bit like this, and add a little bit of highlighter. And for the contour for the nose, I use a tiny blending brush like this. And for the eyes, I use a small, tiny angle brush, and do like this. And grab some black eyeshadow. You can use any kind of eyeshadow you want. Or you can use like eyebrow pencil, eye gel, or anything like that. It doesn't have to be any kind. It's just if you want to go like art, I use like concealer to give me like arch brows to fix up the mess. See, what I'm doing is giving my eyes a bit more robust. And I'm gonna do this thing right here. Because I try to like fix my eyebrows if I can. Now you see my eyebrows look now like this one is a little bit crazy. I just like straight up fix it with some concealer. Let's see what else I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, for type of lips you want to do, I highly recommend to use like if you're a little bit nervous about trying okay like bold lip colors like this one for instance, like dark red or dark red. I highly recommend to use like try like nude lipstick using a darker like lip liner like this one. And I highly recommend you to try not to overline your lips, but follow your lip cupid's bow like this and just straight up. Make sure your lips ain't overlining or underlining. And if you have like any have like lip lining, a lip liner or any kind, hang on. I'm not using my thing. Hang on about that. But if you're like if you're using like if you're afraid of trying like if you're afraid of trying like oh I don't know, well if you're afraid of hey Melissa, where I was, oh yeah, if you're trying out like, so if you're trying out, so if you're afraid of trying like lip like bright lipstick, I highly recommend I highly recommend you can try like I highly recommend to try nude lip first before you try it. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I highly recommend to try nude lip first. Okay, look what I'm doing. But if you're really bold to try nude lip, there are no bigger heroes than those who protect its future. Okay, first off, try your lip like this. See what I'm doing? I have faith in God. And He'll protect us. And you can't touch us. You may try to reach out to us. What you got? Something out to the money down here. What did you just say? I said God don't let you touch us. Oh, God, that's shit. That's fine. So this is what I'm doing is not this. And Iron Manor H.H. Holmes. He was actually in Iron Manor H.H. Holmes. He was a notorious serial killer, like straight up. I watch a lot of crime documentaries on H.H. Holmes. Okay, for lipstick, new lip, you can pick any kind of nude lip. You can pick bold, bright, and do like this. But But if you're feeling bold, you can start off with like a lighter pink nude lip, lighter pink lip color if you're feeling bold. But if you like bright red, I highly recommend to try like dark lip with lighter red lip liner. And just start tatting it out like you're doing, like this. I ran a H.H. Holmes. And I watched some docu-series about him. Yeah, I think he was really a genius and also terrifying at the same time, killer. I think I recall he used to work at a pharmacy. So this is how I do my nude lit. Sometimes the iconic nude lipstick I do that gained a lot of popularity on my channel. So I'll just pat it down like this and ta-da. Now if you're having struggle with nude lips, I highly recommend you try like using lip liner as a lipstick sometimes. Hang on. Hang on. And while it loosens, lip liner like this. It could do like lip contour. I remember H.H. Holmes. I watched some crime series about him. And I think he was actually the well-known first American male serial killer. I think what when I heard about his House of Horrors, it kind of made me realize that humanity like that is back then was terrifying. Oh yeah, man, so good. Oh yeah. So I remember H.H. Holmes. He was actually a well-known serial killer. I remember H.H. Holmes. He was a well-known serial killer. Yeah, let me check the tin. Yeah, I remember H.H. Holmes. He was a well-known serial killer. I think he killed like more than just one person. I think. I can't remember the death count. I can't remember, but I do remember one serial killer I was fascinated with, John Wayne Gacy. Yeah. Well, there's one serial killer I was really well known. I know of. He was like John Wayne Gacy. He was a well-known child predator. I know one serial killer I know with John Wayne Gacy. He was actually was a well-known serial killer. And I remember that John Wayne Gacy had like 30 victims, so I think his death count was much more higher than that. I'm thinking that John Wayne Gacy's body count of the victims he killed was Send you getting some Stray Kids. Never heard of that show, but thanks for the advice. But there's one kill I really know about that John Wayne Gacy. There's one thing about I really like serial killers is like their last meal requests. Their last meal requests. There's one thing. Because I've always been fascinated with a serial killer's last meal request because I always find it very crazy. Their requests are. Hang on. Get a. Yeah, there's one thing about serial killers I know. They are all requests. Well, there's just one serial killer. I know one request was very odd, but also pretty wholesome. Was this one serial killer requested that all vegetarian pizzas be donated to like homeless people in Tennessee? I forgot his name was. I think it was like Whitman. I think his last name was like Whiteman. I forgot his first name was. I think it was like, or was it Workman? I forgot his name was, but I think it was. I think his last name was like. I think his last name was like Workman. Because I think he killed someone at a Wendy's before. I think he killed someone at a Wendy's. I think his name was like Workman. Wasn't that correct? But his last one request that he requested that all vegetarian pizzas be donated to homeless people. But the prisoners were but the guards and but the prison were denied it. But it caused a lot of backlash for the community because they thought it was a good suggestion. With all the pressure, they caved in and decided to donate it to it. And I think it was pretty wholesome, but also pretty morbid as well because he did kill someone at a Wendy's. I think I forgot his last name. I think his last name was like Phil Workman, or was that the Oklahoma City bottom guy? Well, I can't remember who it was, but I think his last name was like Workman. But one of my favorite last meal requests of serial killers gotta be John Wayne Gacy. And I recall his order was KFC fried chicken, Charles Whitman, that's it. He's that guy, Charles Whitman, I know that guy because he's that guy who killed a worker at Wendy's. And I don't know why. I always gotta ask, why did he... I know he robbed it, I think. Charles Whitman, that's it. Whitman. I don't want to say Workman. I think Workman is that guy who blew up Oklahoma City bombing. Was the other guy named Workman. Which I always kind of get the last name mixed up because Whitman sounds like wiffle ball. And Workman sounds like a guy working like a man. Sorry for being crazy. But I think Charles Whitman last meal request he donate vegetarian pizzas, I think. No, that's the wrong one. But I did recall. I recall that Tennessee the day. That's it. That's it. That was a guy. And also, I also got recall that John Wayne Gacy's last meal was my favorite one because he requested a pound of fried shrimp, strawberries, KFC chicken, and a Diet Coke. Because I recall John Wayne Gacy's last meal request got me my favorite one because he went all out with the strawberries, chicken, because he used to work at KFC. Because he And that will always be my favorite last minute request from John Wayne Gacy is his, and also his last words were his last words right before death row. It was pretty, was gotta be most okay, was most wildest thing he ever said. To his last words spoke. Charles Whitman was a Texas shooter. That's why Charles Whitman sound familiar. He yeah, because there are some serial killers I do remember. Last meal request like this one. It was pretty insane. It was actually Eileen Warno's last meal was actually just Tennessee was Oklahoma. That's it. Oklahoma, that's it. Oh, I know I said Tennessee. I don't know what I said Tennessee for, but I guess I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee in 2017 and 2015. If you're one, I used to grow up in Tennessee in 2015 till 2019 and moved back to North Carolina. Because where I'm living in North Carolina, we have a small town that was actually home of Rudolph, the Rudolph something. I forgot his last name was. His first name was Rudolph and his last name was something else. But Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper. I vaguely remember his name, but where are you? I'm living in North Carolina, but I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, that's right, Memphis, Tennessee. If you don't know, Memphis, Tennessee is the most dangerous city right now because it's high crime, violence, and poverty. And for me, I didn't deal with that kind of mayhem. I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, which was voted for most violent city in the United States. No joke. No joke. There was like drive-bys, gang initiations, poverty, thief, theft. Are you safe? Well, I am safe. Well, I am safe. I'm living in North Carolina. Well, I am safe right now. I'm just living in part of North Carolina. But in Memphis, Tennessee, it was the most violent city in the United States. And me and my parents lived there. And we moved out around 2019 before the pandemic hit. You a stud. A stud? No. I used to, well, in Memphis, Tennessee, my mom used to work at a storage. I can't disclose the name of the storage, but what city you live in? I don't live in a city right now. I live in like a countryside North Carolina. I'm living in the countryside of North Carolina, but I don't disclose the name of it because of privacy reasons. But I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee, like the heart of the city, like not exactly a heart, more like a suburb area. That's where I went to high school and middle school there. But Memphis, Tennessee was actually voted the most violent city in the United States, and it was. I'm not even joking. If you can look it up, I'm not even joking. If you look it up, it's actually a pretty violent city in the world. Why are your teeth hurt? And then, see, in Memphis, Tennessee, when me and my parents lived in Memphis, Tennessee, we didn't have any problems with getting robbed or mugged or shot at all. We were actually pretty lucky ones because we live in like the safe suburbs of the Tennessee. Oh, running behind you. That that riding behind the wall, that's Green Bay Packers. What is that riding behind you? That's a green. I wrote that when we moved here. Moved here to North Carolina. My late daddy was a fan of the Green Bay Packers. My daddy was actually was a huge fan of the Green Bay Packers, and Yeah. And my late dad was a fan of Green Bay Packers, the Tar Heels, the Carolina Panthers. He was actually a pretty fan of them. After his passing, I decided to keep his legacy ongoing by collecting Tar Heel memorabilia, hats, shirts, Panther stuff. Hell, heck, I even got a Panther jersey from a thrift shop one time. And I use it for like I wear that jersey when I work out as a sign of giving me. I wear it as always wear it when I work out and stuff. In one thrift shop I found in thrift shop in Memphis, I right after my dad's passing, I found a real rare Panthers jacket. It was a varsity jacket, and and Memphis, Tennessee. This happened like after when my dad passed away, and my mom found it for me. We were in Goodwill, I think, in Memphis, Tennessee, because Memphis, Tennessee is actually home of the Memphis Tigers, Memphis Grizzlies. If you know, you know. But when we were living in Memphis, Tennessee, my mama didn't have any issues with gang members or anyone. In fact, they all respected her when she worked at a storage unit. I am not joking. Gangs come by to the storage place, and they all respect my mom like she's a queen, and they all like if she needs help. In America, you mean not the world. In America, you mean not the world. Well, not saying not exactly the world. More like I used to live in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, USA. And my mom she has like my mom she worked at a storage unit and she had like all sorts of she had all sorts of people who respect her and stuff. In fact, there are some people who actually was threatening her, but she stand her ground like she always does because she's a strong, headstrong woman. She's a headstrong worker dealing with people like that. What building are you in? I'm not actually in a building. I'm actually in just a simple house. Because I don't want to disclose my location for privacy reasons. Because I don't want to. I don't want to be doxxed. Okay. Because I just don't want my family to be doxxed or anything like that. I just want to keep them private and keep their privacy safe. I gotta set boundaries. Because my mom taught me common sense. Common sense and don't give disclosed locations out to anyone online. Do you have guns? Have guns. My mama kind of bought a shotgun. It's not a. The shotgun she got was actually at a gun store called Gun Store here, and it's actually owned by the member of the you know that rock band to play the Carol of the Bells Siberian Orchestra? You know that band? You know that group that played the Siberian? You know that band? You know that band? You know that band who plays the Carols of the Bells? Or called the Siberian Russian Orchestra? Or something like that? The guy actually works at the gun store near where my town. Near my town and he's actually a member of the band. And he's living in a small town right now. He's actually a member of the Russia Siberian Orchestra. I can't remember the name of it, but you know that song Carol of the Bells they played before back then? If you don't know what that is, I highly recommend to listen to that song. It's really awesome. It's better than better than any version of Carol of the Bells songs. Stay safe. I will. I will stay safe. I'm just living in a small town, North Carolina. It's actually pretty safe. It's actually pretty safe where I'm at because I have a dog who's actually a Great Pyrenees. He's the bad city in the world. It is. Well, Memphis, Tennessee is a bad. Well, Memphis City is voted. United States. Memphis, Tennessee. Well, Memphis, Tennessee is actually voted for most violent city in the United States of America. I'm sorry I didn't even say world. I'm saying that. I'm saying is that Memphis, Tennessee in the United States right now is voted for most violent city because of its gun violence. Voted for most violent city because of gangs, drive-bys, robberies, any of that sort. But it's also home of the. It's also, Memphis, Tennessee is actually home birthplace of blues, the blues, rock and roll. And I recall in Memphis, Tennessee, they have a cool museum called the Stack Records. Because if you don't know what Memphis, Tennessee is, it's home of Graceland, the birthplace of Elvis Presley's record. Birthplace of Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash. All these singers go up there, perform, record. Even, hell, heck, even Bruno Mars was there in Memphis, Tennessee for that song Uptown Funk. You'll remember. You all remembered. He's the one who recorded that song in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, that became a popular hit back in the current day of 2015 or 2016. So, yeah, I better end the live stream right now. I'll see you next time. And also, I'm thinking about Friday. I won't be able to lip sync because I just want to relax and just spend time with my family. But I promise you not this Friday, but next, a lip sync short. So, yeah. Have a good day, everyone, and bye.